Hi everyone, I'm the founder of Dokly, and today we're building a help center from scratch. So first of all, before we do that, let's discuss why do we need a help center. In this age of AI, people are building apps every day. While those apps are great, what they usually lack is a good documentation platform. So whenever you launch an app and you get some customers, you will always have the problem of customers searching a documentation. And in this age of AI, people don't even look at documentation. They just ask their AI agent on what that product does. This is where Dokly comes in. So for example, you have built your SaaS using any AI tools, or maybe you have a pre-existing SaaS that has already has customers. So what Dokly does is reads all your documentation, existing documentation. So you can either point it towards a GitHub repo, or you can point it towards any documentation, can be PDF files, can be existing readmes, anything. And Dokly generates a great user documentation. So what Dokly does is it reads all those materials and it creates a beautiful help center in your brand colors. And it gives you full flexibility to customize it. And you do not need to be an engineer. It is designed to work for non-technical folks. So it's just like Notion, but it lets you publish beautiful help center documentation. And the end outcome is that the customers then find relevant material sooner. You have less support tickets, and the customer just has a better experience and they stay in your platform more. So let's dive in. So let's go into Dokly and let's create a new project. And for this example, I'm naming my project Vision Fly Help Center. Actually, Vision Fly Help is fine. And you can see Dokly automatically gives you some suggestions for the subdomain. And you can also bring your own domain. So if you want to do, let's say, your site.docs or your site/docs or docs.yoursite, you can do that. In this example, we're just using what Dokly gives us. So let's do Visionfly help docs. That is fine. And we'll check and it's available. So let's continue. You can add your logo and set your primary color. For this example, let's say our primary color is purple because we are trying to create documentation for this website. And you can always customize it to any color you want later as well. So let's continue, and then it will say then Dokly will ask if I have some existing docs. And for now, you don't need to answer that. If you answer that right now, Dokly will pull all the documentation and create that help center automatically for you. I can point my website towards. I can just point my website to it. So I will just do import and it will take some time. So it finished importing. So it imported 8 pages, and you can always modify it later. So that's a good starting point for now. So let's create a project. And you can see those 8 pages published here. So there are a couple of things here. I will just walk you through the main ones. On the left side, you can see there are 8 pages, and the same pages can be viewed here. You can always toggle on and off the published status of any page. So you can either make it unpublished or you can make it published. When you make published, it's available to the public. So it helps you customize which page you want to make it public. You also have an option to generate docs, and that's the same thing that we did in the first step. So if you want to add additional docs, you can always add more material, and the AI will help you do that. So in our case, we were interested in creating a help center. So Dokly created a frequently asked questions page for us, and the frequently asked questions page was generated using using the website that we provided. And if you see, it's just a starting point. It's not the complete thing. And adding anything is pretty easy. So let's go into Let's go to new line and let's add a frequently asked question component. So the FAQ component helps you write a question and answer. So for example, first question, let's write, for example, just a question out of my head, which you get a lot of times, that do you offer refunds, or what's a refund policy? So let's do that. What is your refund policy? And for the answer, let's say our refund policy is that we have a 30-day money back guarantee. So we offer a 30-day money back. If I can spell it right, guarantee. No questions asked. Okay, so we do that. This is our first FAQ, and you can add multiple of them. So you can either add below another one, or you can just manually type FAQ here, and you will see that. So let's say that that's the first FAQ, and it looks good. And if we look at, we can also review our changes here. So let's review our changes, and you can see that these are the changes that we just made, FAQ. So let's do that, and you can either publish, or you can just do Control S, or Command S on Mac. So I'll just do Command S, and it will automatically publish it. So now we can go to the live website, and the website will be on the domain we chose. So the domain we chose was Visionfly Help Docs, and you can see that it's live here. So you can see the FAQ that we just added, and I can do the same thing. I can add multiple FAQs, and it will automatically update the same instant on the web. So that really gives you the flexibility to update docs on the go. You don't have to go through a GitHub publish and GitHub build and things like that, like other platforms make you go through. Dokly is built for non-technical folks. So people like you and me, or anyone who is non-technical, can just update docs right in the go. And it's perfect for people like those. And it gives you full flexibility. So if you go to the settings, you can choose the theme you want. Right now I have this theme selected automatically, but you can choose any theme you want. There are some minimal themes. There are some themes that are built for dark mode. You can add your logo, and you can also bring your custom domain. So docsyourcompany.com. So there are a couple of things you can do. You can do anything that you want, and you get a full-fledged help center. And if we go here to our website, it's like a fully functioning website. You get fast search. So if you ever used a help center and the search is slow, or most of the time it's incorrect, right? If you go to refund, you see that we are redirected. The search is so instantaneous. So it shows us 2 pages where the word refund is. And if I do refund policy, and it's so fast. It just tells you that's an FAQ page. If I go there, I can find the refund policy here. So I hope that was very useful, and I hope that this solves your problem. And in this age of AI, we need better documentation so that AI agents can read those and can give you better answers. So that's all from me this week. I'll see you next week.